Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Indiana Airguns. So here we are again, guys, and we have the Dar Gen 3 chambered in 25. Um, I like this one a lot better than I've been getting along with the Hot Sign Novus or Neutron Star. This one's been treating me a lot better right out of the box. This gun is a little bit heftier, more of the feeling of a rimfire center fire gun. This air rifle is. As you can see, my barrel band is giving me issues. I normally shoot this from my tripod, so it doesn't really want to fit on the table, and it's so close that the minor recoil wants to yank the gun off the table, then it wants to slam down on the. So I've been having some issues. It doesn't buck and recoil like that. I'm just saying that over time, if you sit here and shoot a couple groups, you inch closer and inch closer and inch closer and inch closer, and then finally, boom, once I get in the groove of shooting, I tend not to pay attention to that. I know a lot of guys put a board or something across that to rest their bipod on, so you don't really have to worry about that. But haven't got there yet. It's just something that I noticed when I put it up here. I was like, wow, I'm really, really hanging off the table, aren't I? So anyway, let's go ahead and get this guy loaded up. I've got some JSB King Exact 2539. And we got a fresh target out here, or a patch target, I should say. And we're just going to go straight for bull and see what happens there. This is the 8-inch target. We're just trying to get it on paper and get it sighted in, basically. And then we might, move that. And we got Bigfoot and a couple other little gongs down there that I painted up this morning. Oh, that cocking. So much smoother than the Neutron Star. It's been a while since I touched something premium like this. I mean, that's just so much smoother. That's just like night and day, guys. So let's see what we can do here. I have to get down pretty low with this because the way my bipod sits. I could fix that, but this bipod is kind of janky, and I just got to work with what I got right now, guys. I'm getting too much junk in here to where I'm starting to run out of parts for everything. So I got to rob this to put on this for this video and vice versa. So here we go, Deadpool. A lot quieter than that 177 as well. Okay, they had a little drop. That's fine. I love the cocking on this rifle. The side lever. Can't remember what this gun is supposed to be, like a QB Chief with a side lever or something like that. It's something like that. I don't think it's the Chief, but oh, nice. But yeah, I've had relatively great success with this, just out of the box experience. It's probably been on the bench. Maybe 3 or 4 times since I've owned it. Not much. I haven't done much with it. Off left a little bit, but nice, decent group going there. Not nice, but decent. Single shot tray has been doing me lovely. Appreciate you, Angel. Of course, we all went over that on the 500 subscriber video, so I'm not really going to go into that, but my cant's off a little bit. Yeah, it's grouping right there to the left. I can do a couple clicks to the right. I'm glad I started with that 8-inch now that I see this of what's going on here, because oh yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's 4 shots in that one hole. Then I've got one that dropped low. That actually was the first shot. So now I'm gonna move over to let's go 3 o'clock. I do believe this did come with a magazine or two. I'm not sure I know exactly where they're at and all the crap that I have, but I'm sure it's around somewhere. Oh no, looks like that bumped up against another. Well, maybe it's just the lighting. Anyway, so we're now at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna do another 5 right there and see if because I can't remember what I was shooting through this last. I think I was shooting the JTS. I think they're also 2539 if I'm not mistaken. Uh, so this barrel could just be getting let it in. This particular pellet, maybe. Yeah, that was low again. Okay. Man, that cocking's so much smoother than that. I hate to compare them, but I mean, I know it's, not the same caliber or whatever, but I'm just, as far as the experience is going right now, it's just like, wow. And this is a cost you could get for the cost of that Neutron Star. I could get 4 of these. That's crazy to think about. Yep, and it's right back on that left edge again. Huh. That's kind of, I don't know what I think about that. But either way, I mean, whatever you're aiming at right there, even in this situation, you would have hit that target. It would have been a little low, but you still would have hit that target. Yeah. I think it's liking these 25s, and I'm liking that it's liking them. I will later on get the JTS back out and see if how that does in here, because I think that was the original pellet out of the box that I used when my very first shots with this particular rifle. Um, it's so nice to be here and not be frustrated. I mean, this is totally night and day, and I'm glad it's went this way. I'm glad I chose to do this second, so I wouldn't have to end on a bad note like that. Oh my gosh, that would have been horrible. I would have put out everything in my arsenal trying to get something. Oh, Hank, it's the truth. Okay, so we got 3 in one hole down there, and we got that one to drop low, just like the last group. So let's see what number 5 does. Yeah, it was just above those first 3. Like I said, it's still minute a square all day, um, which is what I like. So I'm running low on these 25 knockouts or these 25 kings. It is what it is. I think I've got the most ammo right now in 25. And I think Angel's got one of my 25s, and I think I've only got 2 here. This one and the Avenge X. I think those are the only 25s that I have right now. And I don't normally need that kind of power, so I don't they don't get out too often. I think that's why I have the most, because they don't get the love like the 22s and the 177s, I'm gonna go 12 o'clock. We're gonna do one more group and get out of here, guys. Just having a little bit too much fun right now. That one's to the left. It did not drop low like those first 2 groups. First 2 groups are almost identical. Okay. This CV Life scope is, I mean, it's just I mean, as far as the scopes go, they're basically the same, in my opinion. They've got the same style of reticle. They both light up. They do green and red. Of course, they have the variable on how bright you want it. Oh, there's my low shot. And it does it. It works just like a red dot. That's why I really like it. And plus, they're really light. This rifle here is pretty heavy. It's pretty hefty. So you would want something smaller on here, just so you wouldn't have to worry about that much more weight. But if it's a bench type of situation, oh, I think this was a full fill too. I didn't even check that. I'm sorry about that, guys. This was at a full fill. We're now at about 28 MPA. So still got plenty of shots in this guy. This guy is regulated. That Hatsan Neutron Star is not regulated. I don't know if I mentioned that in that particular video or not, but there that is. And I'm sure I'll still get asked that question because probably skipping around in videos and everything else. So I got 3 out there, and it's not looking real good on this last group, guys. See if I can tighten that up a little bit. Yeah, well, that one definitely do it. And and I never loaded the gun. My bad. I just got done shooting with the magazine, so I'm kind of, into that still with the Neutron Star. Okay, yeah, those all those groups are basically identical. Um, all right, make sure that dude's on. Where's his safety at? Okay. Let's go down and take a look at these groups, guys, and I'm gonna let you go. Much better experience this time with the Dar Gen 3. I think I gave right at $3 for that gun, shipped, and I'd do it again and again and again and again. I wish they had their 177. I don't think they made a 177 in the Gen 3. I'm not sure about that. Could be mistaken, but here's those groups. Oh, maybe. So as you look at these two, this is the first one, and this is the second one. And what you notice about all of these groups, actually, all of them, if I can get them all in frame, they all have the group up here, and then there's one low. I know what I'm doing. What's going on, cameraman? One down low, and one down low. So, you get that figured out or get that timed up, and I'll tell you what, she is dead on, and she's got some power. I haven't had her on the Crony yet, but all of that will come in the future. Said it's not some of the first things that I don't really enjoy chronograph videos. I mean, honestly, you're shooting into nothing, basically, or you're shooting into a box, or you're shooting, usually relatively close range. It's pretty boring, really. So it's not something that I get off on. Not really too concerned about the numbers. I like to know what the gun is doing. Don't get me wrong. But after that's established, it's not anything unless something goes wrong or something's not, something's up. Normally, if I get the chronograph back out, or the Crony back out, there's generally something wrong, or I'm trying to tune for a certain pellet or something like that. But as far as trying to get a shot count or anything like that on it, not really too concerned. The FPS is plenty, and that knockdown power is plenty. And with those JSBs or JTS pellets, and it does like slugs too. It's slug friendly. I can't remember what I was shooting out of it last. I think like a 33.95 grain, something along those lines as far as grain weight goes. And it was liking them, it really was. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna sit here and get some more shooting in with it, and see where we go from here. May get a slug or two out as well. So until the next time, guys, I appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with Hank here at Indiana Airguns. Till the next time, take care.